Alright Dave, so today we're going to be doing the hip extension assessment. We're going to be testing some different muscle firing patterns. So I'm going to get you to lay flat down on the mat. You're going to have your two legs fully extended out behind you. I'm just going to get you to have your arms flat on the ground in front of you. So for this assessment, I'm going to be having my fingers on some different spots in your body, including your back and we're going to do, is that alright with you?
Hip flexion.
Okay, so we're going to be palpating on the erector spinae. We're going to have one finger palpated on both sides, and then with the opposite hand, we're going to be palpating on the glute med and the hamstring. When we're doing this assessment, the firing pattern we're looking for is the opposite side erector spinae, where my pointer finger is, as well as the glute med, where my thumb on my left hand is, followed by the same side erector spinae, where my right thumb is, and the hamstring, where my left pointer finger is. So Dave, when I say so, I'm going to get you to lift your leg up, extending at the hip. I'm going to get you to keep your knee straight. Don't go past the point of uncomfortable. Just go as far as you possibly can. We're going to go for 2 times on this. All right, whenever you're ready.
Your shirt just so I can see your back muscles.
Okay, and one more whenever you're ready. Okay, perfect. So now if you don't mind, I'm just going to get you to flip around so your head's where your feet were and vice versa. And I'm going to do it on the other side as well.
Bend your knee at all.
And you're good if I have my hands in those same spots I just did?
Yeah.
Okay, so again, we're going to have the fingers palpating, one on each side of the erector spinae, and with the opposite hand, one on the glute med, one on the hamstring. And we're going to be looking for the same muscle firing pattern, so the opposite side erector spinae and the glute, followed by the same side erector spinae and the hamstring. Alright, so again, whenever you're ready, just the same motion as last time, we'll go for 2 times as
I'll
well.
have you face the other way so I can assess the left leg, please. Alright, so today, Dave, we're going to be doing the hip abduction assessment. We're going to be testing some different muscle firing patterns. So I'm going to get you to do, I'm going to get you to lay down flat on your left side. I'm going to get you to face that wall to start off. Okay, so I'm going to get you to take your bottom leg, your left leg, I'm going to have you bend it at about a 90-degree angle underneath. Like there, you okay if I help guide you around a little bit? Sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'll get you to put at this spot here. We're going to have the client sitting here just so that they're a bit balanced, a bit more comfortable. We're doing this. And I'm going to be putting my fingers on your quadratus lumborum in your back, as well as your TFL and your glute. Is that all right if I have my fingers in those spots?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to be palpating with 2 fingers on the quadratus lumborum, and then with the opposite hand we're going to be palpating on the glute med and the TFL. So when we're doing this assessment, the muscle firing pattern we're going to be looking for is the glute med followed by the TFL during the initial motion of the hip abduction with the leg coming up, and then finally at the end we're going to be looking for the firing of the quadratus lumborum. So what I'm going to get you to do, Dave, is you're going to just bring your leg up straight, the leg that's up on top. Just bring it up as far as you can comfortably go. Don't try to force anything. I'll get you to repeat that motion twice. All right, and whenever you're ready. Okay. And one more time. Okay. All right, so now we're going to test the other side. So I'll just get you to rotate same position, but I'll get you lying on your opposite hip. So you'll be on your right hip this time. I'm going to come around to this side so we can perform it on the other side. And you're good if I guide you into that spot again with your legs here?
Sure.
Okay. So again, we're going to have the leg bent underneath. The opposite leg is going to be flat on top. We're trying to get the client balanced and comfortable while we're performing this. And you're good if my fingers are in the same spot they were in the last assessment?
Yes.
Okay. So again, we're going to have the fingers palpated on the quadratus lumborum, and then we're going to have one palpated on the glute med, and the other one palpated on the TFL, exact same as last one. And again, we're going to do the same thing, just hip firing straight up. You're going to try to just go as far as you can, as comfortably as you can. And again, we're looking for the firing pattern of the glute med followed by the TFL at the initial point of movement, and then finally we're going to look for the quadratus lumborum towards the end of the motion. All right, so whenever you're ready, we're going to go for 2 times again. And one more. All right, perfect. Thanks, Dave. So today we're going to be doing the trunk flexion assessment. I'm going to be testing the muscle firing of your abdominal group. So I'm going to get you to do is just lay flat down on the ground to start, and then I'll direct you where to go with your different body parts from there.
Consent is
Still flat on your back. So I'm going to get you to, do you mind if I help guide you up a little bit with your knees at all?
Go ahead.
Okay, so we're going to guide, I'm going to have you start with your legs in this position here, about 90-degree bend at the hip, and then about 90 or so at the knees as well. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. Keep together. I'm going to get you to cross your arms, across your chest there. And we're just gonna do a basic curl up on this test. So you're just gonna go as far as you can. Just try to bring your chin as far as you can to your knees. Don't try to force anything. Just go to the point where you feel comfortable. Then we'll go back down. I'll get you to do that twice without any hand placement. Then after that, I'll place my hands in some different spots and get some different muscle firing patterns. Okay, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead. All right. And one more whenever you're ready. Okay, so do you mind if I place my fingers on your abdominal group?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm going to be palpating my fingers on his abdominal group. We're going to be looking for the core engagement and the firing of the abdominal muscles during the test. So I'm going to actually go with this hand here. All right, and we're going to do the exact same thing. Just 2 curl ups, go as far as you can to the point where you feel comfortable, and then just come back down. All right, and whenever you're ready. Perfect, and one more. All right, nice work. Thanks, Dave.
All right, Dave, so today we're going to be doing the cervical flexion assessment. I'm not going to be testing any muscle firing patterns. I'm going to be doing more some mechanical observations. So what I'm going to get you to do is just lay flat on your back, and then I'm going to help guide you through to the spots where we're going to go to start the assessment. All right, so I'll get you to have your arms crossed across your chest there with one hand on each shoulder. Yep. And then you're okay if I touch your feet a little bit?
Sure.
Okay, so we're gonna have your feet pointing up straight to the sky. This is what we call dorsiflexion. So you're gonna have your toes pointing straight up towards the roof. We're just gonna keep your legs flat. You're gonna be in this position. And what you're gonna do basically is you're gonna try to pull yourself up to the point where you can look straight forward and see your toes. So whatever point you have to get to, however far that is, just go to that point, hold it for a second, and then come back down. We'll repeat that motion twice. Okay, and you can go whenever you're ready. And one more. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Dave.